All right. Shalom. Kala. Yahweh Bashem. Yahweh Shai. Bashem. Makwa. Kodash. All right. Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone, and peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right. So this is going to be real quick and brief, man, because we're out here to do a job, and by the Spirit, you know, we're trying to awaken our people, like the scriptures told us to do in these days, man. And these are the last days. Okay. I got a quick scripture to bring out, and then I'm gonna get into the lesson. All right. Lord's will is edifying for you brothers. All right. And this is Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Okay. And the scriptures telling, okay, the elect, or the hopeful elect of Israel, to separate themselves from this current society that we now live in. All right. And it's good reason to, because the things that we're used to, or that we were acclimated to, I want to say it like that because it was forceful. All right. They will no longer be of service, or no longer be in service. I should put it that way. In this time, I could say that it shall be like no other. All right. What's about to come, like it says in Daniel's. Okay. It's going to be a time like never seen before on the face of the earth, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So what I got right here, and this is for Jake, man. All right. Because, you know, when I'm driving, I look around, man. You know, if you ever go to the hood, things never change, man. They always the same. They never change. And our people, they roll around in this Maya, man, thinking that's life. And, you know, within this truth, we all found out that this isn't living, man, on the bounds of Esau. Okay. The boundaries that he set up for us, man. All right. So, you know, I'm just going to pull out a couple of quick articles and go into the scriptures. All right. And this is just going to get to the points in this, but this is the Independent. All right. And this article was published on Tuesday, February 13th. Okay. And it says Trump plans to replace grocery food stamps with boxes of canned goods is an insult to the poor. And it should be. All right. Under this plan, any household receiving $90 a month or more will start getting little boxes of food instead. That is 16 million households. Okay. I'm going to cut through the fluff because that's all it did at the beginning of the article. All right. And go down to this paragraph right here, and I'm going to put that in the description box. And brothers want to read the whole article because I'm only going to read certain points, okay? It says food stamps is a bit of a misnomer, also known as SNAP. It has for the last 4 decades actually taken the form of the government distributing money to America's poor to help them buy groceries, where once there were sent coupons with a set of monetary value. Okay, nowadays they actually get charge cards topped up weekly by the government, which they take to the cash register at supermarkets Salaki that accept them. Most do, including Walmart and Target. Okay, so it's just saying that food stamps are a big part of the commerce that goes on between these large chains. Okay, and it's all supported by government funding. It says Mulvaney doesn't want to scrap the system entirely, but under this plan, any household receiving 90 a month or more will start getting little boxes of food instead. That is 16 million households, or 80% of everyone currently on SNAP. Allegedly, this would save the government 129 billion over 10 years. So it fits into Trump's broader strategy of slashing the social safety net wherever he can. Housing and healthcare suffer in his budget too. Does introducing food rations for America's poor sound like a good idea to you? Well, I know whoever wrote this article didn't proofread it. Yeah, but it sounds like a good idea to you. I don't think so, but Mulvaney models his DACA with his canned peaches, his medallions, which is spam, the food parcels he has in mind are projected to cost $1.37 per serving, not quite $9.99. Okay. And it goes on to say they're just making like Blue Apron for poor people. But like I said, I'll put the whole thing in there. But going back to this paragraph right here, if they do that, man, then you'll have another felon thing in the economy, which would be those stores, man. See, this man plan it's flawed at every turn. That's how you know it's the hand of the Most High, man. Okay? Because if they cut out that government spending on these cars, man, these stores are going to go into a downfall. It's going to spiral, man. And nice sales, man. And then there you have it. It'll be closing time for these major chains, man. It's just like a non-stop cause and effect that these politicians embarking upon, man. Let me get this script real quick. Jeremiah 51:9, alright? Because this is where they're caught at, man. And this is never going to change, because the Lord has ordained this. Okay. I'll start at 7 because I got another article to bring out. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so, be she may be healed. Okay. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches on to heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Alright, and I'll get back to this article. I'll get back to that scripture, but I'm going to read this article now, because it has everything to do with what I just read. It says 23 countries now abandoning US dollar. A new world monetary system is being set up right now, which will completely kill the US dollar, which is the world's reserve currency. Okay. That's because, why? Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, thereof the nations are mad. And they're mad with what? As we read this article, it's going to match up with this in Jeremiah 51. And then other scriptures going to come out as I read this article. Okay. But the nations are mad because, America has used its homogen, okay, to try to control countries, in their money-making decisions, okay. When I say that, forcing them to use U.S. currency to buy oil, countries to buy oil from us, or so that we can buy oil from them. It's all about commerce, okay? We use American dollars to buy whatever we wanted, man, okay? Because we don't have any gold, all right? Popular beliefs believe that we do, but all of our gold sits in another treasury system, which is the Federal Reserve Bank, all right? And therefore that currency is or that gold has been traded for currency, man. Paper money, okay? And these countries are waking up to that, man. All right. It says 23 countries, 6% of the world's GDP, are setting up swap lines which bypass the dollar and SWIFT, which is the dollar-based worldwide financial transaction system. Yeah, so, if you brothers want to know more, look up this word SWIFT, because it's an acronym, okay, for another type of, how can I say it, the way that they do transactions, okay? These countries include Russia, China, India, and even Germany, France, and the United Kingdom. Once the new system is in place, our dollar won't be needed in these countries, and a new reserve currency will come into being. All those dollars in foreign countries, foreign accounts, Salaki, will come home, which will annihilate our monetary system. Okay? And I got a scripture for that. All right, it says, let me just break down these verses. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so be she may be healed. Okay, and that's not going to happen. As you can see when I'm reading this article, all right, there is no balm for her pain, man. And it's evidence. They done threw all the patches on that they could with the QE1, QE2, I forget the new monetary fix. I can't remember the name of it right now. Uh, Lord's will it come to me. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches on to the heavens, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right? And that's what you see. All right? Every nation going back to themselves, man. You know? In this article, it even says that. I'm just going to jump around in here. This is a quote by Steve Quayle, Q Alerts. It says, the thoughts that are put into the minds of men that are aware of what is occurring on trading floors all over the world is when it's also the question that I get asked about quite often by thousands of people. So what is it? What is the win? The win is what is the sure sign that this fraudulent sham that we call an economy is over. Slocky. Folks, the biggest sign is when those that trade in the dollar to acquire goods no longer want the worthless paper because of U.S. bully policies, or they have totally lost faith in the U.S. as a responsible steward of its currency and economy. That day has arrived. All over the world, economies that have not totally shot themselves in the foot by gambling in the Anglo-American casino are now moving to set up various currency exchanges by passing the dollar. And it's evident, man. It goes hand in hand with verse 9. Okay? So, back up here where it said all these dollars in foreign accounts will come home, which will annihilate our monetary system. Now, I got a script for that. Okay? And it's a second. Okay. Let me just pull it up. This is Ezekiel 7:17. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. Okay? That's people lamenting and mourning, man. Alright? They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. And that's pretty much pointing out America in a whole, man. Okay? And it says, I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey, into the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret places, for the robber shall enter into it and defile it. And that's talking about something else, but yeah, but verse 19 is where it's at, man. Ezekiel 7 and 19. And it's coming hour, man. But like I said, it's a good article about that, you know. But we've been out there on the streets. And when I say we, I'm just saying the true men of the Lord. Alright? Which is GMS. Okay? We've been telling our people to come out of this place for quite a while now, man. And now it's time for the rubber to meet the road, man. In the up and coming weeks, you know, anything could happen because as you can see, it's time to go down that path, man. You know, from the 2 articles that I read, when you Trump's grocery plan, all right, that's not going to be enough food for a household, all right, a box of food. Are you kidding me? You're going to have to starve yourself, man. You're going to have to rationalize your food. And that's what they want. This whole place is going to turn into a concentration camp, man. All right. It's something to think about for all you Jake. All right. Entertainers to regular common people. All right. When hyperinflation sets in, the paper that you got ain't enough. And trust me, I know that from prior. Let me see if I can get something on YouTube real quick. When it started happening in other places, it was discomforting for them, man. You have people walking around with duffel bags full of fiat currency. All right. And it happened here first in Venezuela. All right. It's lucky my computer's slow. That's why I haven't been using the Bible on it, because it's starting to slow down. That's not what I just chose. But yeah, like I was saying, I seen a video a while ago of a guy inside of Venezuela before the actual collapse happened, and hey, he was carrying around duffel bags full of money, man. You know, stacked up, and he was presenting it like, I need 3 of these stacks to get some milk. I need 3 of these stacks, and he said that it was stacks of $5,000-$10,000 in Venezuela currency, and it was Venezuela's currency that he was showing to the camera, man. But you brothers should check that out, man. Just look it up and you'll see what hyperinflation is going to entail. The Weimar province, I don't know if brothers seen pictures of that, but wheelbarrows full of German cash, man. Okay, just to buy a loaf of bread. It's serious times coming, man. This is gonna be the time that Daniel's described, man. Seen like no other, man. But I just wanted to bring that out, man. You know, because today driving, man, in the hood, that's what we call it in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people are on the same shit, man. All right, just walking about without a care in the world, man. All right. So with that, I want to say shalom. All praises due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. And Kala, I mean not Kala, but Bahashem, Ka Kwadash. All right. To all you brothers, man, teaching in truth and sincerity. All right. Shalom.